yourselves at all times, all right? Touch gloves.
Here we go. Sing the world title. It's property of the Russian Murtazaliev. Well, he looks very, very dangerous.
Very difficult, very fine line he's going to walk in.
Oh, Murtazaliev, yeah, he's Zhu with that combination.
When he destroyed Tim Zhu, didn't he?
A bit early, just when Murtazaliev's out of range. He fell in once and then in, falling over that space in the middle, just like that. Then he can find something. The scoring and being tricky right now in the first few rounds.
Murtazaliev, he lands a nice finish high.
He's got hold of centre ring though, nice jab to the...
Doing too much.
But Murtazaliev, he's always on the ascendancy. He's holding.
Oh, the right hand, he took it well, Kelly. Right hand. Needs to be sharp, needs to be accurate. Don't throw any sloppy jab back.
A lot of head movement. The body's usually still there whilst because the feet aren't.
I think that's very important because Murtazaliev will fire that right hand over the top.
New Zealand amateurs, they've been honed in boxing for many, many years. There might be some RUS just to shake off in these first couple of...
With that jab.
And that is a long time out the ring when you're fighting someone as...
I do think a body shot was caught there. Another one there. Jarufo clinch there. When he's popping the singles like that and staying away and keeping
himself out for the later stage of the fight if it goes that far, and I think he's managing it quite well.
Good shot from Josh Kelly there. That hand speed nods in approval. Good work from Kelly. End of the second. Adam Boo there with Josh Kelly elected to stand between rounds. Such an experience. David Hay, George Groves, he's been there and got those.
So much success throughout the years. Has a different sort of Dark Lord of boxing, and he has that sort of confidence.
Booth, can he guide Kelly and Evander Holyfield? There's some heavyweight power behind.
Bit of respect. Look at the right hand now tucked. Look at how the right hand's tucked in this round.
To follow the right hand through, but he's doing the right thing, Barry, isn't he? He's not taking any synergy
for the whole fight. You must have trained for that, so you're well prepared for that mentally. And that means not so much switching up when you're going to get caught.
He's showing that in the early stages of this. Wonderful about his talent. It's whether he can piece the jigsaw together.
Look how calm Murtazaliev is though.
Yeah.
Not a care in the world. He's not worried about this. He just thinks
actually snatching a little bit with his shots, trying to hope that there's a nice bit of purchase. Murtazaliev a little bit. Oh, good hand by left hook straight back.
And that's what's happened. There's some puffiness under that eye. Just get other ideas. There's big fights on the horizon. Unifications for a successful defense of this belt. Talk of
Zaliev.
Good shot from Josh Kelly though as he falls into the space.
And is what happened there.
Exactly how he would have envisaged this guy. It's the canvas. Knockdown to Josh Kelly. What about that? And it is Murtazaliev, the puncher, who finds it.
He changed the angle slightly of his shoulders and fired a sharp shot. It caught him half.
He's doing the right thing here, Kelly, as well. He's not giving Murtazaliev anything. He's moving.
That will be really good for his...
The 10-8 round. Don't really do much more else.
Yeah, lovely from Kelly.
Let's have a look at the shot here. Nice moving on the back foot. And he just walks. More of a balance thing, I think. That lovely shot. Look at that.
It's the change of angle. He steps, brings his arm outside, and then punches round his side instead of
Ishmael Davis. But this is a different level. Second, Josh Kelly, but he's the one with the knockdown advantage. Be concerned about that.
I tell you what, Sonny mentioned it after round one, but he's right. Whether it's a jab or a right hand, he's aiming for that all the time. There again.
And for Murtazaliev, is it wearing Kelly down and taking him out?
Yeah, but still, other than the jabs to the body, the movement from Kelly.
Looking at a complete battle of the lead hands with his footwork in the range that he's fighting at.
Though the pace has not been electric, knowing that you've got to stay switched off, signals to the body.
Yeah, that's received a good shot from Kelly. Well done.
Tonight.
Although there's a lot of pressure, there's no panic, is there? Impressions from Kelly are positive. Nice jab.
Have that night down in London, whereas all the build-up through this, he
wait now.
Oh! Lovely right hand, there's the speed. When he won the title against Jack Kalkai in Germany. But look at this from Kelly. He stands with a swagger too.
And I loved it to the game plan. You have to pick your moments. I said before this is going to be...
He's not going to have the same effect.
And because he's not going the first from his response, and he's sort of catching him sometimes, where defensively Murtazaliev's not moving.
Yeah, but he's been outboxed at times here.
Yeah, as Barry said there, he's got that third shot that usually gets the job done for Murtazaliev. That final shot nullified and stopped the work of the Russian.
I mentioned frustration almost irritates Kelly. Is very strong through six.
And I tell you what you notice on Kelly, the feet of
Murtazaliev has not had the best of the first 6 rounds. Definitely in the lead, surely on the judges' cards. Now agility and game plan are bothering him.
6 or 7 rounds. He had all the trouble in the world against Kulkai. People forget.
Murtazaliev.
He just needs to start setting up more traps, Murtazaliev. Good. Is it effective? I'm not too sure. He's not really getting close enough. And tempo in the work from Murtazaliev required.
Lovely good step. But I think it's frustrating for Murtazaliev. But because as soon as everything with any sort of purchase that Murtazaliev is punching, he's landed a few.
Murtazaliev, 17 knockouts. Remember, Kelly can't switch off.
Good defensive skills from Kelly, but he threw 3 shots there, then he can go again.
Target where he thinks he's going to throw. And the moment that any sort of body position changes, Josh, I wouldn't start getting too carried away because we're just past halfway in the fight. But so
Josh, Murtazaliev is dangerous, very dangerous. Good.
Yeah, again, more of the same. Lovely counter left.
Remember, Paul Ingle turning over Manuel Medina back in 1999 on a great night. Ricky Hatton, of course, beating Costas. There's been many other one for the Northeast. Sunderland's Billy Hardy probably should have watched. Kelly might be 5 rounds away from doing it, but
Barry.
Yeah, and Kelly's got to be careful there, using the ropes to get a bit of leave. I think the focus has been good from Kelly still. I mean, we're getting into the business end of
the light at the end of the tunnel. It starts getting a bit closer.
Really good. He hasn't, when he's landed a couple of good shots, he hasn't got too excited and trying to throw too many.
finding regular shots enough when he's been looking from just like that. Another lovely clean shot.
Stoppage late on against Murtazaliev. Most people predicted the up, and Kelly is boxing the fight of his life.
Good result. Good on the side.
He dropped right downstairs with that left to the body, didn't he? Fantastic
Shots, but he has to be there in front of him, and Josh just needs to pop out at a moment. Have to just commit a bit more to cut the ring, and then he'll go. And if he does it and comes through the middle,
Exhibition of boxing from Josh Kelly. Wonderful uppercut there. Be the other way round.
lovely again, and he doesn't have too much.
Who believes they've got the tapestry, the tactics to do this? I think.
Yeah, and I have as well. Got a little bit wider. I mean, Murtazaliev having a bit of an effect here on Kelly, and it hasn't yet. How that affects him mentally is going to be
his fight, the biggest fight of his life, and yeah, although there's lots of pressure from Murtazaliev, from Josh Kelly.
A quick fact here: 11 of Murtazaliev's. You wonder whether he's running out of ideas as well as time. He's still 3, but Kelly is up to it. That's all.
got him.
And he's bundled there, and that's the danger of Murtazaliev, and now he gives him Murtazaliev on the floor in the 4th, Kelly on the floor in the 9th.
Shot, and then now proving that he does carry power late.
Bouncing on his feet, Kelly, but as he's shaken off the effect of that knockdown, 8th round, is this his chance to strike? Holds in a body shot, and enough is
Don't let him get back to the corner.
But
Needs to work.
What Murtazaliev
Do what he can to survive this round. Get back to that corner. Hold, turn him.
Murtazaliev stalking him all round the ring. Kelly, Kousman fighter, but it's a 10-out round, and Nick
stepped on his toe.
He's going to get a knockdown, or it would have been 10-7, and that would have totally changed things. It's 10.
At this shot, jumps right in, hits Josh Kelly high on top of that. But he done well, didn't he? Let's have a look at that again. Look, just inside the guard, son.
He started, and that's what he's been doing throughout the fight. Murtazaliev has been fighting to where Josh Kelly is, and he's been
on there, didn't he? Josh Kelly tried to grab that, and that one
Be important.
and this tightens it up on the card.
But this crowd will be important to help him through this. Now,
Despite those early knockouts, there are a few late, like there was with Jack.
That right hand with real venom and menace. Stubble. I think he and the team feel he's got
and his talent just he seems to fall out. Maybe he's a bit, nervous or scared.
In the right place in his life, Josh Kelly. As we go down the stretch here, and Murtazaliev maybe just needs another
He's stupid to make any silly mistakes, but he's trying to fire back enough. I mean, at around 10-8, it wasn't the end of the world for him. I think he's still ahead.
I think he's just desire to get this fight started.
And a different movement for Kelly now, because he knows not good shot.
Do this, but will he survive the last few minutes of the fight?
He's trying to land some right hands to score him, but
I think that's dangerous. I think
years of boxing on a world crown. He's so close on the floor in the 9th. Murtazaliev coming back. You're looking at Tony Bellew.
enjoy the fleet-footed movement of Josh Kelly, feet just coming together. Just like the aggression, although he's not landing loads, Murtazaliev, he is constantly on the front.
I feel the same way, but some of those rounds where Kelly was dancing around, people don't like that. I think he was being effective with the jumping into of attacks.
But what was doing it is clearly Kelly's fight rather than Murtazaliev's when he's catching the score.
Kelly's outclassed Murtazaliev a fair amount. Got the knockdown. Maybe the judges like the aggression or the back foot.
Himself as some sort of slickster or the next Sugar Ray Leonard. He's I'll walk you down and beat you up.
I would kind of say they're both fighting to their strength. Want to be the aggressor. They could be doing more though.
I think Murtazaliev's looking a bit lost, just wandering around the ring, decent single shots. Tony was calling for combination punches. Around about 7 a move and still looking strong.
Not finding as much safety though when you'd think he might have to start finding different exits because he's throwing up there every time.
Yeah, it was a chopping right hook, wasn't it? But looking for it again, just too wild with that shot.
Oh, Murtazaliev's late. There's a happier look to Frank Smith than this, a Sauerland of Josh Kelly. Final round. Murtazaliev with a big right.
He didn't get away from it, did he? All he did is lean himself over and give himself a tag and then
Through that, especially not. Oh, lovely snap back jab for Josh Kelly. Looks the Helio. He's come out to try and win this round, Josh Kelly.
Standing and train a brilliant, precise tactical game plan from Booth and Key. And still trying to knock out Kelly.
Too long. He's lost it. That's how close I've got this fight.
The crowd singing his name. And Murtazaliev, maybe not the best he has, bundled to the floor. But a knockdown here, guys.
Don't worry about that. Kelly's trying to set things up. A little bit tricky here, Kelly, and no need to be tricky.
Big shots from Murtazaliev. Back goes Kelly. Look at this in the new leading. Terrific IBF Super Welterweight title, whichever way.
Turned him into the corner.
Good shot though from Murtazaliev.
Just over 30 seconds. Will Josh Kelly be close? The corner believe, the crowd believe. Is to go. Is this the night for pretty boy Josh? Has he become a world champion?
I think he's done it.
113, 113 even. 115, 111. 114, 113. And the new IBF